I lost most of my beautiful little town. You know, it's gone. Knowing what was there just hours before and what it looked like at that time, it just truly devastating. Nobody was complaining about what they lost or anything else. They were simply worried about taking care of their neighbors and their friends and their relatives. And it was just, and that's the way it's been since day one. It's strictly been a positive idea that, you know, hey, we're still here. Yet in spite of the losses, the personal and collective, individual and collective, we still have so much to be thankful for. We still have each other.
It was a really nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with a 1-bedroom apartment adjoining it. It was very livable,
homey.
You know, homey.
Nice front porch.
Nice kitchen.
2 blocks from the beach. I wonder why I knew to get out of there and how lucky I was to have left, because we wouldn't have made it in that house if we'd have stayed in there. It would not have happened. We couldn't have ridden a storm out in that house as it broke into bits. There are no homes standing in this neighborhood. There are no buildings standing in this neighborhood. There are no businesses standing in this neighborhood. I'm walking along Coleman Avenue, searching for pieces of our home. This is a piece of our siding that was from our addition. So you can see what small pieces the home broke up into. You come when you feel like you have a little strength to look, just to see, so you can remember and so you can tell people. You know, look at your refrigerator one last time, look at your back door one last time. And just so you really know how powerful Mother Nature is. I found our back door. I found the headboard to my bed. I found a piano stool that belonged to my grandmother. I found one of Armand's thermal cups and 2 of his Mardi Gras cups. He'll be so happy to have these.
You know, pretty much you can't recapture the splendor in the grass. I mean, that is gone. I'll never forget these times and these things, but well, I'd have to carry everything around with me anyway, so that's a cleansing.
If you lose your house, you still have your friends and everything's intact the way you know it, but when your whole community is gone, that's really devastating. To know that your post office is gone, your city hall is gone, the restaurants where you eat are gone.
The people on this street in this area, they want to rebuild. They don't want to be chased away by the storm or the bureaucracy or whatever.
Your friends are scattered all over the country, and some of them you'll never see again. And that's difficult. When we run across a friend, you know, in the Red Cross tent or someplace, it's just this amazing and wonderful, warm feeling to know that the people are still alive, most of them. And there is community. Whether we live in one geographical location or not, we have shared a common background experience of our sweet little town on the Gulf.
5 of us grew up in this home. It was 5 of us, you know. And my mom died when, she died at the age of 39 years old from cancer, or 36. And so Dad basically raised 5 of us by ourselves in this home. This was a living room area. I mean, you know, Pop's old man, you know, he called it home. In the back is a den. That's where us boys, 3 of us, used to stay back there and sleep. We used to feed the neighborhood almost, Dad did. So we used to always have kids here. I mean, you got 5 kids, you're gonna have a ton of other kids come around. This is home, you know, none of us gonna leave, you know. There's nothing to make us leave, you know. My brother, and he went to the first Gulf War, and I just recently, not too long ago, say 8 months ago, came back from overseas in Iraq, and Say it was about 4 months prior to that. I came from Bosnia. And the day after the storm, riding through Bay St. Louis, Mississippi looking, we were like, God, this is the worst we ever seen. You know, there's no comparison to it. If somebody in the family would have, you know, got lost in the storm, I don't know how we could have handled it. I figured that day me and my brother swam about 3 miles, 3.5 miles that day. Mile and a half in, about a mile and a half out. I guess the way we looked at it was like it's an obstacle course. You know, there's this big, huge obstacle that I've never seen before. Am I scared? Yes, Lord, I am scared. Do I have fear? Yeah. Did I feel like I was gonna die? Is it the first time I ever felt like I was gonna die? Yes, it is. Katrina didn't discriminate. Katrina just took what she could take. Anything in his path, she wanted it. She took it. It came to do its purpose, do its job. And I guess the job it did was get everybody together, you know? That's the only thing good you can see out of it. I had an instructor in Mississippi Law Enforcement Academy say that, Wallace, I love hurricanes. And I looked at him, Mr. Thomas Tuggle, why do you love hurricanes? He said, because hurricanes bring people of all colors, nationalities, religions together. I sat back and thought about it, and I said, you know what, I lived through Hurricane Camille, you're right. Katrina brought everybody out of the woodwork. You done seen Buddhists, you done seen Washington State, Virginia, Ohio, New York, Chicago. I mean, my God, you see guys riding around in a vegetable oiled fueled bus. You know, you see an old man, 79 years old, riding a moped motorcycle, you know, coming out helping folks. It's amazing, you know. And then it goes back to the true thing about, you know, yeah, you're in the Deep South, and yeah, we all Americans, but this is what it's about, you know? And it's a beautiful thing.
It's one of those I don't guess you can say enough to emphasize the fact of how proud we are of our people. A place apart. Part of the reason was the historical nature, the historical structures, but the biggest part was the people. It's always been that way and always will be. You know, in spite of what a lot of people are afraid of, that they're concerned that there's going to be a huge sellout of the city for the condo development, casino development. It's not going to happen. I told them, I said, city's not for sale at any price. That we're here for the long haul, and I don't care how long it takes to get the job done and how long we have to go without something in order to do it the right way. That's the way we're going to do it. Don't forget about us. You know, that has been and it continues to be one of the biggest fears is that, yeah, everybody is there a week after the storm, 2 weeks, 2 months after the storm. But this problem isn't going to get resolved next week, next month, even next year. My ultimate goal was to have every employee and every resident of Bay St. Louis adopted to the point where we can put them back where they were before the storm. And we're working on that. And once again, it's small steps getting there, whether it's a lot of the volunteers from the Calvary Chapel folks that are helping the people that can't do it themselves tear out and redo. The city team ministries doing the same thing. A lot of the volunteers that have come down. That's what we're going to be needing in the long term is a lot of manpower and supplies to go with it, building materials and all. But a lot of manpower now to come help the folks that can't do it themselves or can't afford to do it themselves with the settlements and stuff like that. So we need to keep it positive to let everybody know that we are going to come back, that our people will be back, Bay St. Louis will be back. It may not be tomorrow or the next day, but there will be a Bay St. Louis, and it's still going to be a place apart.